The Italian Wine Podcast is the community-driven platform for Italian wine geeks around the world. Support the show by donating at italianwinepodcast.com. Donate €5 or more and we'll send you a copy of our latest book, My Italian Grape Geek Journal, absolutely free. To get your free copy of My Italian Grape Geek Journal, click Support Us at italianwinepodcast.com or wherever you get your pods. Grazie mille.
For all the super wine geeks out there, we have a special new series dedicated to you. We are reading excerpts from our new edition of Italian Wine Unplugged 2.0. Wine lovers, tune in for your weekly fix only on Italian Wine Podcast. If you want to own a copy of this new must-read Italian wine textbook, just go to Amazon.com or visit us at mamajumboshrimp.com.
Timorasso. Description: mainly found in the Colli Tortonesi wine region in southeastern Piedmont, Timorasso is highly regarded for its ability to age and achieve complexity. However, it was almost abandoned due to viticultural challenges and its irregular yield. As a grape, it has been present in the province of Alessandria for centuries, with the first written records confirming its existence coming from an agricultural treatise written in the 14th century. The Di Rovasenda family's Ampelographic Bulletin, 1885, declares that in the late 19th century, Timorasso was the most widely cultivated varietal in the area around Tortona, formerly known as Dertona. In modern times, winemaker Walter Massa has been acknowledged for single-handedly rescuing the grape from extinction and initiating a crusade for its resurgence. He produced the first vintage of the 100% Timorasso in 1987 from less than 500 vines rescued on his estate. He proposed that extended lease contact could help the wine develop complexity, as it does not benefit from oak aging. From a few hectares in the late 1980s to the current 250 under cultivation, Timorasso's meteoric rise has called for the introduction of the Colli Tortonesi Dertona subzone. In the vineyard, usually relatively compact, medium-large, pyramidal, and often three-winched bunches, with large berries with thick, waxy skin of yellowish-green color. Asynchronous maturation is one of the challenges that growers face, as are Timorasso's challenging flowering and fruit set issues, especially in the cooler local climate of the growing zone. Alarmingly, the berries also fall off easily in windy conditions. The choice of the vineyard site, protected with good ventilation and exposure, and skillful management throughout the ripening process are essential. In the glass, deep lemon color, intense fruity scents of pear, apricot, and peach jump from the glass, often with a hint of tropical fruits. Honey notes are typical, and so are the floral aromas of acacia and hawthorn. After 2-3 years of aging, the minerality becomes more noticeable, accompanied by tertiary notes that refine the wine. Specific styles: dry, still white wine. When young, Timorasso is already intense, full-bodied, and appealing. Consider a wonderful combination of acidity and depth, with tangy fruitiness, savoriness, and splendid limestone minerality. With more time in the bottle, complexity, balance, power, and finesse come together in the mouth-filling character. Aging brings out the aromatic notes, the petrol, and the hydrocarbons, which are a remarkable feature of this varietal. At the table, the most straightforward bottles are excellent with fresh goat cheese and light appetizers such as vitello tonnato, veal with tuna sauce, as well as stir-fried dishes of chicken, tofu, and vegetables. More complex expressions call for creamy dishes such as vegetable curry with coconut milk, seafood spaghetti, or risotto. Aged Timorasso is complementary with saffron risotto with truffles and a decadent pairing with oysters and juicy prawn recipes. Also considered an excellent meditation wine. Associated regions and DOPs. Colli Tortonesi DOC. Benchmark producers: Walter Massa, Mandirola, Vigneti Revetto, La Colombera, Claudio Mariotto, Luigi Boveri, Ezio Poggio, Cantina di Tortona, Vignaioli Battegazzore Monbisaggio, Cantine Volpi, Vietti, Cascina Laghersa, Borgogno. Tocai Friulano. Description: primarily found in Friuli Venezia Giulia, where it is a prominent varietal in almost all DOP areas. Also formerly known as Tocai, it might have originated in Veneto, but it has been cultivated in Friuli Venezia Giulia since the 17th century. A counter theory is that Friulano had started its journey in southwestern France as Sauvignonnais or Sauvignon Vert, both names still considered to be synonyms for this grape. Even though there is no proven connection with Sauvignon Blanc, the two grapes share more than one common empalography trait, a coincidence that led to Friulano cuttings being mistakenly exported and planted in faraway Chile. The first official record of a Tocai Friulano wine made from Sauvignon Vert Friulano seems to be in 1932. At the same time, in Hungary, other wines were made by the name Tocai. Upon joining the European Union in 2004, Hungary successfully obtained exclusive use of the name Tocai for their wines. With great disappointment, Friulian winemakers had to come up with an alternative. They decided to refer to their white grape and its resulting wine simply as Friulano, which has served very well as an unexpected marketing bonus, locating the wine firmly in its terroir. And the vineyard. Friulano buds late but ripens early. Vigor is high and yield must be controlled to maintain quality. Bunches are medium-sized and well-filled with small to medium berries, golden with orange tints when ripe. Its thin grape skins make it susceptible to various forms of rot and mildew. Therefore, drier vineyard sites are more successful for this varietal. In Friuli's hillless vineyards, the typical marly ponca soils provide good drainage to create wines with weight and distinctive minerality and better potential for aging. The flatter southern part of the region has sandy and clay soils and a climate regulated by sea breezes, which influence the character of the wines as lighter, fruitier, youthful, and easy to drink. Two primary clones are available to growers. The more common green clone, Sauvignon Vert, leans toward a crispier, lighter character. In contrast, the rarer yellow clone, Sauvignonnais, has smaller berries and leans toward a spicier delivery and body. They are often blended and even co-planted to achieve balance and complexity. And the glass. Bright lemon to golden color, the nose is always intense with fruity aromas and citrus, pear, peach, and tropical fruits, along with notes of meadow flowers and aromatic herbs like mint, thyme, and sage.
Are you enjoying this podcast? There is so much more high-quality wine content available from Mama Jumbo Shrimp. Check out our new wine study maps, our books on Italian wine, including Italian Wine Unplugged, The Jumbo Shrimp Guide to Italian Wine, Sangiovese Lambrusco and Other Stories, and much, much more on our website, mamajumboshrimp.com. Now back to the show.
These are complemented to a varying degree by intriguing notes of balsamic herbs and a flinty mineral character. Acidity is generally sustained, milder if the wine undergoes malolactic fermentation. Typically well-balanced, the wine is medium to full-bodied and elegant, closing on a pleasant mouthfeel with a characteristic pleasant bitter almond aftertaste and a long finish. Specific styles. Dry still white wine. Stylistically, it ranges from light and crisp, youthful wines to richer and full-bodied examples matured in oak. Skin contact also intensifies the grape's character and aging ability, and there's potential for very high alcohol levels, 14.5% volume not being uncommon. At the table. In Friuli, a glass often accompanies the region's hallmark prosciuttos, of which San Daniele and Sauris are the most renowned. Another traditional pairing is with Montasio cheeses, often used to make frico, one of the best local dishes. It has an affinity with seasonal asparagus and eggs, frittata with herbs, minestrone or barley risottos, and it's also a suitable match for white fish dishes and roasted or grilled chicken. Associated regions and DOPs. Friuli, grown everywhere in the region. The best examples come from Colli Orientali del Friuli, DOC, Collio, DOC, Isonzo, DOC, and Grave del Friuli, DOC. Veneto, Piave, DOC, Lison Pramaggiore, DOCG, Garda, DOC. Outside of Italy, the grape is known in Slovenia as Jakot, the word Tocai backwards, and is found in the Vipava Valley and Goriška Brda. Benchmark producers: Schioppetto, Miani, Lineris, Iclivi, Canus, Livio Felluga, Marco Felluga, Specogna, Venica and Venica, Ronco del Niemitz, Polencic, Gigante, Toros, Sturm, Doro Princic, Le Vigne di Zamò, Fiegl, La Castellada, Vignai de Duline. Uva di Troia. Description: found in Apulia, also commonly referred to as Nero di Troia. In terms of vineyard area, approximately 1,800 hectares, it is now the third most planted native red grape after Negro Amaro and Primitivo. The Nero in the name refers to high polyphenolic content contained in the grape skins that give the wine an intense ruby red color, which at times may seem black. It is also known as Sumarella, Troiano, Uva della Marina, Barlettana, or Uva di Barletta. As ascertained by recent DNA testing, the vine originated somewhere in the Adriatic basin, and it's believed to have arrived in Apulia with ancient Greek colonists. Its name also could refer to the Albanian town of Kruja. The name translates as Troy, which is across the Adriatic Sea from Apulia, or even to the nearby town of Troia in northern Apulia. Uva di Troia is also naturally high in tannin. In the past, this was offset by blending it with other varieties, mainly Montepulciano. Thanks to the modern vinification technology and a global thirst for indigenous grapes, giant steps have been made to produce high-quality, elegant monovarietals. In the vineyard, good vigor and medium productivity, it adapts easily to all forms of training and pruning and has no special land requirements. The bunch is medium compact, large, pyramidal, simple, or winched. The berry is also black, medium spheroid with thick skin, almost violet, covered with blue. Late ripening, but its skins are susceptible to sunburn. Light sensitivity to powder and mildew, and the Favonian winds typical of the area. Asynchronous ripeness also means that the grapes require several passes at harvest, and some might rot on the vine before full phenolic maturation is achieved. For this reason, many choose to pick early and make rosados, even though it is a low-acid cultivar. Some of the viticultural issues have been improved thanks to clonal selection. There exist two main, yet very different biotypes, the Barletta, or Ruvo, and the Canosa. The first exhibits large-sized clusters and loose berries that deliver fragrant perfumes and freshness, while the second develops smaller cylindrical clusters and berries. The Canosa expresses itself with great color and structure. Still due to its restrained harvest and challenging nature, the Canosa has almost been abandoned by growers looking to secure more consistent yields. Blended, they make the perfect style. In the glass, intense ruby red color, tending to purple. The typical bouquet of violets, red and black fruits, such as cherry and blackcurrant, is exquisite, with black pepper, tobacco, and licorice notes. The same aroma of violets and fruit mingles with notes of vanilla, star anise, herbs, and spice on the palate, leading to a persistent finish. The taste is dry, tannic, fresh for acidity, and with a good body and refined tannins and sustained alcohol. Best enjoyed with a few years of vintage, but the best wines improve for up to 10 years. Specific styles. Primarily dry, still. In the last 12 to 14 years, there has been a move toward producing monovarietal wines express the elegant varietal characteristics fully. In a blend, this variety confers considerable finesse and freshness on wines containing Primitivo, Negromaro, and Aglianico. Other recent developments in vinification include vinifying Rosato or even white wines. At the table, pairs well with the savory taste of roasted, stuffed, and stewed poultry. Also semi-hard cheeses and cooked vegetables such as various cabbages. It is a great match with pasta dishes such as tagliatelle with rabbit ragu and a Holmar orecchiette with cime di rapa. Other traditional regional pairings include sweet and sour lamb or goose, guinea fowl with sage, fave e cicorie selvatiche, fava bean puree with wild chicory. Associated regions and DOPs. Uva di Troia is best viticultural specimen in the province of Foggia and the upper side of the province of Bari. The most important appellation is the Castel del Monte DOP and its two subzones, Castel del Monte Rosso Riserva DOCG and Castello del Monte Nero di Troia Riserva DOCG, also blended into other DOP wines. Benchmark producers: Rivera, Michele Biancardi, D'Alfonso del Sordo, Cefalicchio, Santa Lucia e Torrevento, Cantina di Terravecchio, Cantina Carpentiere, for a rare example of Nero di Troia vinified white.
Listen to the Italian Wine Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. We're on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Himalaya FM, and more. Don't forget to subscribe and rate the show. If you enjoy listening, please consider donating through ItalianWinePodcast.com. Any amount helps cover equipment, production, and publication costs. Until next time, Cin Cin.